on, guys, and welcome to the studio room tour. Today I wanted to go ahead and bring you into my life. Sure, you've seen this backdrop before from other videos, that other wall over there, the green screen that you still haven't seen. This wall, I normally don't show it in my studio room tours, but today I wanted to share that as well, just in case you make any kind of videos. This will also help you out. But in this room, I game, I've edited videos, I watch TV, I chill, I read maybe some MJ books, throw a little candle there for some vibes, you feel me? So today I wanted to go ahead and start off the studio room tour with this side of the wall first, and then we will work ourselves around. Let's go ahead and start with this side right here, and let's start it off with this plant, which is kind of something that I wanted to focus on this time around. Add plants to the room to create a nice mature vibe, and also mixing it with things that I like. Then up next we have the Jordan 1 Chicago, a classic that I have to have. And that is also the theme of the room as well. I want nothing but classics in this room. Moving on, let's go ahead and talk about this basketball right here, which is something that I've talked about in the past. Of course, I could have gotten the China Market one, but it's still a good basketball to have there. It has the globe and it's a nice color, nice little contrast for the wall. Let's go ahead and talk about the Bear Bricks really quick, which is something that I kind of wanted to have a more adult type of toy instead of like the pops that I used to have back in the day. I have these Bear Bricks from NASA, and then the other one, I forget the collab, but I'll probably put it in the description. And this camera right here, which was something that belonged to my father, something that I really wanted to incorporate here just because it reminds me of him, of course. You guys didn't know, my father passed last year of cancer, so it is something that really means a lot to me. Now, as far as this Jordan right here, it is in my top 5 Jordans of all time, and it's also my very first Jordan ever. Not this one specifically, but that Jordan 6 infrared model. And of course, I wanted to put it there because it reminds me of that era. And of course, another plant right there. Let's move on to this section right here, which is more of that chill, let me just watch TV, let me read magazines, etc. I got this also from Amazon, and I did a bunch of research on them, but it's a very nice constructed love seat right here, very nice as well. A couple of books from Jordan, a nice little candle that smells like coffee. Like, to me, that's the whole vibe of this. I want that Starbucks feel where I feel like I want to be productive, I would just want to chill, whatever it is. The candle definitely does its job. Links in the description down below. All right, let's move on to this side right here, which is basically all of these frames that you normally see in my backdrop. Ambition, happiness, patience, persistence, failure, success. I mean, that's really what it's all about in life. I feel that if you do any of those, even if you fail, you're eventually going to succeed. If you basically have the ambition that leads to happiness, however you want to put it all together, it definitely represents what life can be for you, feel me? Moving on, let's go ahead and talk about this side right here, which is a nice little table, and it's pretty much like a charging station. I have my Apple Watch charger, another cable for my earbuds. I even throw my wallet there and a sneaker book. And of course, we cannot forget another plant, like I mentioned before. That's just the vibe of the room, man. Now, as far as the studio lamp before, is something that you've seen in the past, and it's something that I always like in that corner. And then especially when I put that other table there, it just looks very nice. Now let's go ahead and move on to the sneakers right here. These are the classics, the same theme as the other side over there. As you can see, the Jordan 1, the Jordan 3 white cement, the Jordan 8 playoffs, and then we end it with the last shot. That Wizards era is kind of something that we don't really talk about that much. So over here we only talk about the Bulls era, and the other side has more of that Jordan 1 vibe, but nothing else as far as other sneakers. Let's go ahead and talk about the other side right here. Let's go ahead and talk about my video editing station. Of course, I do the video editing, but I have a TV where I watch some games here and there, some YouTube videos, and I also have a PS5 right here whenever I want to game. I wanted to go ahead and put it underneath the desk because the desk is a standing desk, which I highly recommend when it comes down to being more productive, or if you're feeling a little bit tired of sitting down. This definitely helps the workflow, at least for me. And this is actually a computer mount, but I used it for the PS5, so a little bit of a hack there. Let's talk about these accessories right here. The Supreme gun, the Michael Jordan figure, which I did a review on, Darth Vader right there, which you really cannot see now, and a bear brick. I think I'm gonna do a review, or not a review, a tour of everything in here, a little bit more detailed, so stay tuned for that. Now, as far as the monitor, it is a color grading monitor. I wanna make sure that my videos look great and that the colors are on point. So of course, this is something that I love to have in my video editing station. And then of course, some accessories here and there, some pens and all of that, and a keyboard, a mouse, and then the big boy right here, the Mac Studio, which is something that I am really proud to have. It's something that I always say, like, if you are going to invest in yourself when it comes down to anything that you do in life, do it properly, man. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to invest in my future with this video editing, with YouTube, etc. So I got the Mac Studio right there. It's very, very, very good. Anything that I throw at it, it just handles it like a champ. And then over here, I have a little bit of everything. Some stuff of decorations, another camera that belonged to my father, again, another plant, my controllers over here. As you can see, I have 2K ready to go. And that's because, you know, later on, we're gonna go ahead and play. Maybe I'll bet some money. Let's just rank it up to $40 again, man. Let's just do the $40. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
That sounded very convincing. Bruh. When it comes down to the other stuff that I have here, I have a Kobe book right here, which is something that I was telling him, you know, probably a good 30 minutes ago, about all the different pictures, about, you know, Gigi and everything. It's just so surreal for me, like he's not here, and it's just crazy to me. But over here we have the subwoofer for my speakers, and the reason I have it there again is because it is a standing desk. Now let's move on to all of this that you see here. This is part of the studio to make it more convenient for me. And up top, as you can see, I have a tension pole that holds my light, cables, and it can hold key lights and other camera equipment. I wanted to set this up to make it more convenient for me. At one point, me recording videos started getting a little bit kind of like in the way, just because I had to set up. I didn't want to give myself no more excuses as far as setting up lights. So here I go. If you make videos, this is definitely a life-changing thing. So I have my lights here that I easily can, you know, flip from this side, which is my green screen, where you see me, posting my outfits, etc. And then I could flip it to the main side over there. I have this light over here, which is the key light. This is basically a light for my face and, you know, the top portion, and also the table as well, which is the table that I use to record my videos. And then over here, I have the Rodecaster, something that I highly recommend as well. You know, when it comes down to doing podcasts, or if you want to have a good audio source for your microphones, this is definitely something that I recommend. As far as the mic, I have the Shure mic right here, which I highly recommend it when it comes down to podcasting, when it comes down to making sure that you have very crisp audio. Highly recommend it, man. This is something that I don't regret buying at all. I have the sneaker book right here for decorating purposes, but it's a pretty book as well. And also I have a plant for decorating purposes. I have a couple of things that are pretty interesting in this desk, especially because this is on wheels. This is something that I can move here, there, wherever I am, and it makes it very convenient, because then that means that I take literally everything with me. This arm stand right here, which is for microphones, you could easily put a cell phone holder, and now you could use your cell phone right there as an overhead shot and just take professional looking shots right there. If you don't have a professional camera, this is something that you can do. If you have a professional camera like myself, you can also have another stand right there ready to go, and then put your camera and then flip it over and then get an overhead shot. So if you are wondering how I do my overhead shots, that's pretty much it. On my iPhone sometimes, or on the camera, depending on what I want to do. Then I have the stand right here as well for that key light that I mentioned earlier. And then more stuff that I easily have clamped onto the desk, just in case I want to have another light or whatever it is. Now, as far as this cabinet right here, it's literally where I put all of my, not junk, but just cables, things that I don't necessarily want laying around. Another gimbal for my phone, a Supreme bottle, and then you see those chains right there. Those are for my green screen and my gray screen that you've probably seen a couple of times already. Lifesavers, man. So as you can see, it's all about convenience for me. I wanted a room where it was convenient to record, where it was good to chill at, where it was good to game on. I mean, literally I have everything in this room that I ever wanted. It took a bunch of time, man. Like, this is not something that happened overnight. This studio literally took me like almost 2 years to set up like this. I had other versions that were pretty similar to this, but right now this version is everything for me. And at the end of the day, man, you could set up the same thing. Just invest in your craft, invest in yourself if you want to take it to other levels. And if you want something, just go ahead and work really hard, man. Like, at the end of the day, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. When it comes down to this studio, it is something that you normally don't see, because you normally see the perfect backdrops, but now you get to see how the whole studio looks as a whole. I didn't talk about those mirrors, but I do use those mirrors to, you know, check myself out, check out the outfits, etc. But at the end of the day, man, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and subscribe, smash the like button, all of that good stuff. It does go a long way. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and comment bear brick. That really would let me know that you watch all the way through and that you really rock with your boy. With that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Let's go ahead and talk about this basketball really quick, which is kind of a China market wannabe, as I call it before. And I could have gotten that one, but for what? I mean, yeah, I don't know why you said that. I watch TV. It's just a little bit of everything. It's really I also do a little bit of moving on. Let's go ahead and talk about this side, little bitches.